Breaking news right now on KCAL9 and CBSN Los Angeles. Hello, everybody. I'm Juan Fernandez. The California Highway Patrol in pursuit of a possible murder suspect. Apparently, this started somewhere in the Buena Park area. Our Desmond Shaw is live overhead following this pursuit right now for us. Desmond?
Yes, Juan. Here we are on the northbound side of the 110. Now, you have to forgive us. We're still a little ways behind. We're dealing with LAX airspace restrictions. But you see, I believe it's going to be the CHP in pursuit of that white vehicle way up ahead, going up near Vernon Avenue now at this point. We have to kind of keep our distance as we go underneath LAX's airspace because we're actually at almost the same altitude as the law enforcement helicopter that is overhead. So for the moment, we just have to be back a little ways for spacing. But once we get past the 10 Santa Monica freeway, we should be able to get closer to this. Yes, we understand this got picked up out of the Buena Park area, and Buena Park PD were involved as well. This is allegedly a attempted murder suspect. They were saying 187. So it looks like it may be a Dodge, a late model Dodge. So it came out of the Buena Park area, pretty high speeds. Westbound on the 91, came all the way to the end of the 91 there at the 110, decided to take the northbound 110. So here we are, you see the double-decker portion of the 110 getting ready to go through Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, northbound on the 110, zigging and zagging out of traffic. The speeds have definitely been more subdued as we've gotten overhead, but you see now not even afraid to go along the right-hand shoulder, kind of just dodging cars all over the place, splitting lanes at points as well. We're starting to get a little bit closer now to the actual pursuit, but we'll see if they're going to get off the freeway here. Was looking like, okay, kind of pulled a fast one there, like he was going to get off the freeway, Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, but decided to cut at the last second to continue northbound on the 110. So you can see some fairly heavy traffic, not completely gridlocked, but certainly sluggish. Getting into afternoon rush hour, and afternoon traffic has really recovered. Earlier in the pandemic, we were seeing wide open freeways even at what we would consider rush hour, but afternoons are starting to get pretty busy again. So there is going to be a lot of traffic for this suspect to contend with, and there's pretty much always traffic in downtown LA. So here we are, Juan, northbound on the 110 as we make our way towards downtown LA.
Yeah, I can see exactly where you are there, Desmond. You're just passing there, the Coliseum on your right-hand side, and we can definitely see traffic picking up. This driver now there on what looks like the shoulder where he could be getting off the freeway. He could be zigzagging back on the freeway, but this is possibly the heaviest traffic I've seen, Desmond, over the last few months during a pursuit at this hour. So he's definitely going to be coming into contact with that as he gets deeper and deeper into downtown LA. And you can see right here already, he's starting to come into some heavy traffic.
Yeah, and you can tell that this person looks fairly desperate in their attempts to evade law enforcement here, going along the right-hand shoulder. So it looks like we're exiting at Adams, so we're going to be pretty solidly in the Exposition Park area. Fortunately for us, should be a little bit easier to stay overhead depending on what their next move is, but now we're eastbound on Adams, so just south of downtown, south of the 10 freeway, and it looks like that is Buena Park PD actually that is in pursuit. I know that CHP was back there somewhere. That shadow you see casting overhead, that we believe is LA County Sheriff's deputies. There was also Orange County Sheriff's deputies with their law enforcement. Oh, here we go. A pivot maneuver right here in the intersection. Spun him around right at West Adams and Hill, but he's not stopping. He recovered and is now southbound on Hill. That was such a perfect pit maneuver and really risky for law enforcement to do that in this fairly heavy traffic with people around. It looked like it was a textbook pit maneuver, but the driver was able to recover and get out of it just before the other officers got there. So we're at 27th crossing Broadway. Now they're going to maybe try to do it again. You can see law enforcement being pretty aggressive now in their attempts. They really want to bring this to a conclusion, especially as we get into rush hour. Going to have another pit maneuver, a second one here. Very well executed, and it looks like they're going to be able to surround this guy out now with guns drawn, and this guy said, okay, I'm done. He's got his hands up. He realized after that law enforcement was not playing any games with this one. They did not want to turn this into one of those hours-long pursuits with so many people around. And look at this, getting right into his face now with guns drawn, commanding him to get out of the vehicle. So let's hope that we see a peaceful conclusion. He's got his hands up like he wants to comply. I say he, I don't know that for sure. It looks like it may be a male getting on the ground, so this is a very good sign. It looks like we are going to be to a conclusion near 27th and Main Street near downtown LA, Juan.
What really is amazing, Desmond, we saw it unfold here as they're now taking him into custody. It really was, here it comes again on the right side of your screen, a picture perfect in the middle of the intersection pit maneuver. And usually we don't see this. Police don't like to do this on streets like this where there's still maybe people out and about, but he did get off the freeway there at Adams. And of course, that's the big danger. Once the pursuit is off freeways and onto busier surface streets, that becomes a big danger for pedestrians, other drivers, for police, and of course the suspect that they're pursuing himself. Now, this suspect apparently wanted, we are being told, at least the initial call was for a 187, as Desmond said. That is for murder. As you see there, they're now patting him down. And it actually took 2 pit maneuvers, as you just saw there on the right side of your screen again. Not 1, but 2. But as you see there, that back CHP cruiser put his bumper right up to the car, so there's no way of getting out there. So the good news about all this, Desmond, nobody was hurt. It took 2 quick pit maneuvers, but boy, those really were picture perfect, huh?
Yeah, they were, and especially in these fairly heavy traffic conditions, that's usually something that can kind of prevent law enforcement from wanting to take the risk, because anytime, I mean, there is definitely a calculated risk involved in doing a pit maneuver, no matter how skilled the officers are. But it went perfectly that time, and fortunately, no innocent people injured.
Indeed, and like we like to say here, it ended in a code 4. Incident over, the suspect in custody. Of course, we're going to have the very latest for you coming up next on KCAL 9 News at 4, of course on CBS 2 News at 5 as well. For Desmond Shaw, I'm Juan Fernandez. Thanks so much for watching.